Three.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I served
Oh,
with
and I served with Bob Jenkins.
these three,
and
and then Paul.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Served with him too.
These guys.
Right, and
During
there's
really
another
major
set of
periods, he would be
pictures.
balancing his checkbook, you
There's
know.
another frame, but we haven't, since
Kept it up.
Tom, we haven't.
I suppose the issues were very much the same, and probably a little more complicated now, but environment, child welfare are the things that I worked for, and those are still very top of the list.
Exactly. And Maggie, I
When
followed.
I was elected in 1975, I think the issues were basically going from a rural county to an urban county and beginning to address the child welfare, environmental issues, flood control. We started the open space program. We were working on the comprehensive plan. Really moving to a more professional, with a broader vision county.
And when Maggie left, it was the nuclear war conversation and the Nuclear War Education Committee, which was on Nightline, as I recall.
Wow.
We had that hearing over in the Boulder Theater, and then when I came in, we took that. But for me, a big part of it was the rezoning of land use, and even internally, we kind of went from a mom and pop grocery to King Soopers in terms of a personnel system. I mean, there wasn't one, and you know, people picked who they wanted, and so it was much
really got
different.
to be.
Why don't you sit in the center?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy, these aren't my height. This must be Cindy's chair.
Did you see I got the little chair down there?
Oh, yes, that'd be great.
Ann
I'm not
Rational
as
used
good
to
as these
sit,
guys,
and
but
we
it's on
noticed
photo.
the men, their weight was balanced differently, and so they could lean back.
Oh, yeah. Kidding. That's true. Then the chairs get
And
all
what I missed were those great big ashtrays that
yeah,
Jack had, and they'd be
I
right
never
there,
saw
you know.
those. I think it probably made it a lot more humane, and we addressed the individual issues that were important to us. But I never felt any sexism with this board. It was wonderful. I had served in the legislature for 10 years, and boy, did I there. But here it was just very, very equal, and I never felt any different than another commissioner. So I was
Having
lucky.
been the first, I remember I took office, and then that afternoon I went out to the road district. I had a 35-man road crew, and I was pretty nervous about going out and meeting them. And when I got there, I realized that they were even more frightened of meeting me.
Right.
They didn't know what a woman commissioner was going to do. We worked pretty well. A lot of the road crew were older men. My previous commissioner had refused to buy them radios. These were people who were up in the mountains and way out by themselves. And so the first thing I guess I was asked was, can we get some radios so people can contact us if they got in trouble? And I said, absolutely. And after that, I had a pretty good relationship with the road crew.
Yeah.
But, you know, absolutely. I think, I agree that I did not feel sexism on the board. I think the difference was that our priorities were different, that we continued to raise questions like self-sufficiency for families. Not that our male colleagues wouldn't have thought of it, but that once we thought of it and introduced it, they would go, oh yeah. So I think the things we raised as possibilities were there. And for me, frankly, in the 8 years I served, the rezoning was probably the most challenging thing to do. We faced lawsuits and incredibly angry hearings, but again, as I look around the county, whether it's flying in and looking at it or driving around, I'm proud of it. It took some thick skin to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
God.
fun.
No, I don't think we've changed a bit.
not at all. Not a bit.